Bonjour à tous, ici Sprudex et bienvenue dans ce 7e épisode de Let's Play sur Gibbous, a Cthulu Adventure. Alors, on est dans une chambre et on va devoir la fouiller, il y a plein de choses à faire.
A conspicuous piece of paper lying on Olmstein's bed.
D'accord, on va prendre. Un genre de triangle. Enfin non, un genre de pyramide plutôt.
Crow's feathers strewn all over the place. Is this guy some kind of bird enthusiast?
The word you're looking for is ornithophile.
I thought you couldn't read.
Oh, yeah, sure.
They're interesting, but not pick up and carry around interesting.
D'accord.
Hey, look at that. It's a pretty neat painting of the harbor. Accurate, too. Definitely not souvenir material.
Très bien. Alors, la fenêtre.
That big window overlooks the smelly intersection outside. Looks like the only way out, so I guess Olmstein jumped. But we didn't see or hear anything. I don't have a reason to leave this room in such a radical way.
Je voulais juste ouvrir la fenêtre, mais bon, non.
Just a mug and a pitcher of coffee. Nothing to shine any kind of light on this Olmstein character. I need nothing from...
Non plus.
A particularly unattractive representative of the fishmouth population. Definitely not souvenir material.
Hop, la valise.
Completely empty. Either Olmstein travels light or he's just wearing everything right now. Nah, I'm traveling light myself.
Bah, j'ai plus grand chose, hein, à part ça.
That's Barnabas, if he's to be believed. I found this drawing. Can you make any sense of it?
Olmstein's sign. Why would he leave it here again?
What is it? What does it mean?
I've seen it before, yes. I know not what it means, but it must have been left here for you.
Me? But how could he know I was coming? And why me again? Why me?
It is the role you play in this, and questioning it is a waste of time.
Alors.
Role? What role? Finding the book was an accident. It was just bad luck.
That is how the tome works. The roles are defined, but the book is pure chaos.
Help me understand more about Olmstein. I need to find him. I need to change my cat back.
That is your stake in all of this?
Hey, that has a name, buddy. Sort of.
How did you come to know of Bob Olmstein?
That is a story for another time.
Why is his name Bob Olmstein? I mean, you call him Other and all that, but his name is so common.
There must be a reason for that, but does it really matter? Not to me.
What's Olmstein's game? Is it good? Is he evil?
These are questions that I cannot outright answer with a yes or no. All I have is my belief and some suppositions, and the former is much more powerful than the latter. If they do exist, maybe the answers are not meant for the likes of us. What we must do is play our roles.
What belief?
I believe I must try and stay by his side, and right now I am failing at that.
What was Olmstein up to here in Fishmouth?
Perhaps checking on some seeds he had planted.
Oh man, I just know you're speaking figuratively and it's just that cryptic stuff again that drives me mad. No offense, but why can't you just talk like normal people?
I'm not normal people.
Of course you're not. But is there anything helpful you can tell me about Olmstein?
I can tell you some things, I guess. He might seem ever-changing, yes, but balance and rules, these too are in his nature. Self-imposed balance and rules.
I'm sure you can be more specific than that. What rules?
Do you ever watch the moon buzz koan?
No, not really.
There is something about it, its phases. They seem to correlate to important events and to how he affects this world. But in which way exactly? You'll need to find out on your own.
Ok. Il y aura donc quelque chose à faire avec la lune.
The Necronomicon. You seem to know more about it than I do. What is it?
Ah, many things. We might call it holy, and we might be mistaken. Holy as in not of this world.
Debatable, but do go on.
It changes things.
Sherlock Holmes over here.
It chooses roles. It alters the very nature of things. But it does it when it wants, or when the stars are right. And if it makes its way into the wrong hands, it ends existence itself.
Well, that's encouraging. But mine are not the wrong hands, right? Right?
They're not the most competent. That much is clear.
No, they are not. I think.
Why does it keep changing?
The Necronomicon is chaos in written, volatile form.
D'accord.
What do its pages hold? What language is it written in, and what does it all mean?
I've never read it, nor do I want to. All I have to go on are rumors and whispers, but both hold more and more power in this world. As for the meaning of the words, some of them are most probably incantations, or instructions of some kind.
Instructions?
Yes, and stories.
Stories? What stories?
It does not matter now. You must focus on your next move.
D'accord.
Would it be safer in your hands? You do seem to know a lot more about it.
No! No. Maybe I fear it more than you do. But that is not why I refuse it. It is not for me to bear it.
Yeah, I guess I needed to turn Kitty back.
Yes, you need to do that.
You said the book is pure chaos, but Olmstein is about rules and balance? How does that work?
You make a good point. For a while now, I've been suspecting there must exist a counterpoint to the chaotic tome. If there is such a thing, it should be sought out before it's too late.
Great, but I have no leads, no nothing. Can you help out in any way?
I am considering it. Let me think about it.
What was that?
I think they're coming. The stairs. Damn it! Quick, out the window.
Are you serious? It's really up high.
Have faith. You can make it. I'll hold them back.
But I don't know what to do or where to go or...
There's no time. Go! Go! Find peace. Find peace.
Hey there, Buzz. Fancy running into you.
Mr. Katype!
Please, call me Don. Welcoming town, Fishmouth, ain't it?
Yeah, lovely. Boy, am I glad to see you. You okay, Don?
Well, I have no shoes and I don't know how to running, but aside from that, I'm all right. You headed my way. Got a thing or two to catch up on.
Let's talk about it in Darkham. Taxi!
Ok. Fin du chapitre. Ah non, même pas.
All right, we should be safe in here. I hope. Better keep the lights down.
You don't happen to have any cat food lying around, do you?
Huh. I keep forgetting it can speak.
It? Rude.
Look, I let you two rest all the drive here from Fishmouth, but now it's time for us to buck up, get our coconuts situated, and work out where we're at.
Right. So, what happened to you?
I cracked lid in the underbunk of some lunatic cult. These guys were also after the Necronomicon, but apparently you gave them the slip. Not the sharpest crayons in the box.
The Starry Knowledge Cult.
Yeah, how'd you know? Anyway, they kneel and keel to some kind of rock what came from the stars. Supposed to croak ya or give you some kind of vision beyond time if you lay your mitts on it.
So, did you?
Now I glow in the dark. The Haunter's Mark, they call it. Ain't something I'd believe if I read it in the pulps, but now it's on me, I can't deny it. Things have definitely gone 15 shades of bizarro. And there's a talking cat.
Again, I'm right here. Rude.
Whoa. Did you try using your power?
I didn't get the chance. I snuck out and crept around those smelly streets until I saw you legging it. That's about it. What you got?
Well, I read from the book and now Kitty talks. Well, there's that. Then I visited a voodoo dude who told me to look for this Bob Olmstein guy in Fishmouth. Long story short, Olmstein had already left, but I did meet your employer. Fella by the name of Barnabas. Pretty big guy, white dreadlocks and beard, maybe in his 50s.
Huh. I'll have to look him up in my files.
Yeah, well, Barnabas is convinced Olmstein is of almost, divine nature. And there's also another cult called the Esoteric Order of Dagon, and they're about to have their creepy festival in Fishmouth soon. Oh, and there's a guy called the Butcher. Oh, just saying it all out loud makes my head spin.
I know about those esoteric weirdos. Not the first time they completely shut off Fishmouth to do God knows what. Butcher. Those starry kooks mentioned him.
All Barnabas told me was to keep the Necronomicon away from the Butcher at all cost. And you know what's weird? Barnabas hired you to find the book, but he wouldn't take it when I offered it.
Strange. Well, he did pay up front, so, he's alright as far as I'm concerned. So, what do we do now?
You, wanna help?
Kid, strange and mysterious are why I work this beat. Now that I've lost my shoes and my hand is all magic-like, this old bloodhound ain't going back to the kennel until he's got some answers.
Boy, am I glad to hear that. Alright, well, there's two things. One, apparently there must be some item that counterbalances the Necronomicon's chaos, so we should probably look for that. And two, Barnabas told me to find peace. I kinda wanna research that online. You do have internet, right?
Yeah, there should be some in that laptop thing.
Oh, brother.
You look into that. I want to see what this Haunter's Mark is all about.
Ok.
It's Buzz. I guess we're sort of partners now. Never really needed a partner, but I can use the company. The Haunter's Mark doesn't work on him.
No.
I think I'd rather try the Haunter's Mark out first. I don't think the Haunter's Mark works on her. Hey, Kitty.
Is it important?
No.
Let me know when it is.
Okay, Kitty. That there's Kitty.
Alors, voyons un peu.
Those belong to the guy what rented here before me. Never cared enough to take them down. I don't have a use for them. No one does.
Can you believe this guy, Joey, didn't even bother taking those old diplomas down? That says something about a man, Vince. Don't ask me what, though.
D'accord.
Whoa, you sounded eerie. And you were talking in a couple of different voices.
Never been much of a thespian, so I guess the Haunter's Mark does work.
I think you were channeling the movers. How long ago was that?
I don't know. Years. I had a feeling I shouldn't tip the short annoying one.
Well, you can now legit read the past.
Future would have probably been more helpful, but I'm not complaining. Alright, give me a minute to look up this Barnabas fella.
Hey, Joey, check it out. Venetian blinds. Guy thinks he's Sam Spade or something. Let's, just get that desk up here, Vince.
Nah, I'd rather not open them more. It's best we don't alert anyone to our presence. The #1 cause of horizontally intermittent tan. Occupational hazard. That's Cornelia. I should give her a sprinkle. She's fine where she's at.
Did you hear that, Joey? This guy's talking to his plant. He named it and everything.
Man's probably lonely, Vince. Leave it at that. Maybe I'm a little lonely. Oh well.
Ok.
That's my file cabinet. Call me old-fashioned. Go ahead. Let's see here.
Alors, voyons. Donc, Barnabas Buzara. Une fille, Peace. Ah. Très bien. Donc, c'est sa fille. C'est bien, ils ont fait plein de bio pour les gens, mais... Donc ça va être... dans l'épée, Peace Buzara, non? Non, non.
Hey, Bazinski, I think I got something on that fine peace thing. I don't believe Barnabas was trying to guide you to a life of mindfulness and meditation. He's got a daughter called Peace. Peace Busara.
Oh, of course, that makes sense.
Hmm?
Can you know, look her up?
On it.
Oui.
I think I got it. I found Peace Busara's blog.
That was fast. Does it say where she's at?
Oh, well, the latest entry's pretty cryptic. It just says land beyond the forest and a bunch of numbers. Okay, these must be spatial coordinates. Tracking them down now.
Man, this is just like in the movies.
And I was right. She's in Forumaris, Transylvania, Romania.
Ah bah tiens.
Well. Hey, here's an idea. Feel like visiting your ancestral home, Kerwin?
Are you kidding me? More than anything. But I'm hopelessly broke and...
Don't worry about it. Barnabas paid well, and I want to see this thing through.
Awesome.
Hmm?
You excited to see Romania, Buzz?
Dude, I've been dreaming of this for years and never could afford it. The extra layer of mystery is just the cherry on top.
Yeah, well, it ain't all fun and games. We're dealing with lunatics here.
Alors...
Found anything worth examining on your trip to Fishmouth?
Actually, yes. Barnabas called it Olmstein's sign. He apparently left it on purpose so that I could find it. Here it is. No idea what it means.
Alors, bla bla bla...
I don't need to pick it up.
D'accord, hop.
Flamel's abode.
Flamel's abode. Did I hear that right?
I think so. Does it ring a bell?
There's one famous Flamel I know of, and he's, well, was an alchemist. Looking it up.
Pretty useful thingamabob, that laptop.
51 Rue de Montmorency, Paris, France. 14th century alchemist Nicolas Flamel's ancient home.
Alchemist, huh? Could tie into the whole balancing chaos thing. Alright, looks like that's my destination.
European road trip. So, when do we leave?
Soon. I still want to go through some files before.
Alright, let me know and I'll book the flights.
Ok, alors, coffre-fort.
That's my safe. Right now it's guarding a whole lot of nothing.
D'accord, il est vide, bon.
Nothing in there.
Ugh! Drag this all the way up here and I bet it's empty, Joey. I bet it. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Vince.
D'accord.
Man, those were some judgmental movers.
Who even still uses file cabinets, Joey? Just don't drop it on my toes again, Vince.
Ah, il y avait une phrase pas traduite. Pas grave, hein, mais...
Is this the place, Joey? Sure is. How are we gonna get this desk up the stairs? Couldn't you got a lighter one? Shut up and do your job, Vince.
Mhm.
Nah, not yet.
D'accord.
A big, bad, weird world awaits out there. Just my desk. Nothing special.
Allez. On va voir un peu les commentaires.
Ugh, man, this thing must weigh a ton. This guy better tip well. Wouldn't count on it, Vince. He ain't for money, I can tell you that.
D'accord. Ordinateur, allez.
You think this guy goes incognito? You think his browsing history is open up? You wanna look at it? Wanna take a peek? The way that guy looks and dresses, I doubt he even knows how to turn the stupid thing on.
Ouais. On a tout fait. Bon ben, go. Hein.
It's off to Europe, buddy.
Radical.
Yeah, radical.
Ah, chapitre 4. Paris. On va voir comment ils l'ont massacré.
And this was it. Paris. I stepped out of the downpour into Flamel's hutch just in time. What followed was some kind of meteorological insanity. Hurricane Herbert baffled weathermen and struck anywhere in the world without warning. That was far from my biggest concern, though. You see, during the long cab ride from the airport, I'd taken some liberties with my walk dogs, what with the kind of march a gumshoe puts them through. Bumbled up and explaining to the obnoxious cabbie in my very approximate French that, no, I didn't want a detour to gawk the big old oil rig they planted downtown. Fate sucker punched me right in the gut. I, left my shoes in the cab.
Ok. Bon. Comment justifier le fait qu'ils n'ont pas refait le personnage avec des chaussures?
Looks like a flyer about Nicholas Flamel.
Alors.
This might prove useful at some point.
Très bien.
No resonance. Shiny summoning thingy. Good evening.
Good evening, monsieur. My name is Serge, and I'm the concierge here. How may I help you?
Avec le vrai accent français, quoi. Ah, c'est... Ah.
I believe I have the right address. Rue de Montmorency, 51. I'm interested in an apartment.
Everything is rented out, monsieur. I'm sorry.
Everything.
Well, yes, everything.
Un peu...
You seem to hesitate there. Is there maybe one you're holding on to for somebody?
Monsieur is very inquisitive.
My interests are scientific in nature. I understand there's some historical significance to this building.
You are correct. Sir Nicolas Flamel, the famed alchemist, lived here for a while. On the top floor.
May I see that apartment?
I'm afraid not, sir. As you well guessed, it is being held onto.
Held on to, huh? Any chance it's a mysterious person interested in stabilizing volatile elements and such?
Monsieur is very inquisitive.
I'm here to check the plumbing for any leaks.
Surely you jest. They have been checked last month, sir. They remain just as horrible, leaky, and unfixable as ever.
Oh, right. I'm a flooring inspector. Came here to look into a certain apartment. Floor issues, you understand. Structural integrity.
Monsieur, permit or a license?
Those are obsolete. Everything's digital nowadays.
A flimsy excuse if I've ever heard one.
Bon.
Excuse me for a second.
Ok.
That's a lot of book right there.
Non.
Oh, wow. writing such a garbled mess. It's indecipherable.
Ancien appareil de
Been a while
communication.
since I've seen one of these. I don't think I'm getting any calls here.
Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you.
Mhm. Un hameçon. Très bien.
That's gotta be my destination, but I don't exactly know where I'm going. I can't just blindly walk up there. Need someone to show me upstairs.
This way, this way. So good to have you again. A beautiful depiction of Flamel indeed, Mr. Olmstein. Your penthouse quarters are ready. Right this way.
Ah.
Olmstein, huh? Nice, familiar ring to it. I'm not hauling that around. It's an old portrait of, I guess, that Flamel fella.
Ancienne inscription.
I'm sorry, I can't read Ancientish. No use for this troglodyte.
Hic habitat Flamellus.
That did not help.
Ici habite Flamel. En latin. Hein.
Must be the missus. No thanks. She's taken. And I got
Oh.
Cornelia.
Oh, Serge, we will be so happy here. Now get cracking on that dinner. Allez!
A reddish corridor of old portraits and domestic odors. Nah, it's private.
Non, rien du tout.
Get nothing here.
Hmm.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Rien du tout.
Nothing that way. Nah, that's not the right direction.
Bon, bah on va reparler à Serge. Hein.
Does the name Olmstein ring a bell, Mr. Serge?
I do not know who you are or what are you seeking, but this conversation ends now. I have some soup on the stove and I must tend to it. Au revoir.
Ok.
Not everything's... I find that...
Est-ce que je peux prendre les escaliers maintenant?
I can't just blindly... Nah, it's private.
Hmm.
I think we got off on the wrong foot, Monsieur Serge.
Makes no difference. I cannot show you the apartment, and that is final.
Hmm.
I can pay handsomely.
It is not a question of finances. It is about loyalty and respect.
Loyalty to whom, Mr. Olmstein?
Oh, your inquisitiveness grows tiresome. I have things to do. Now, if you'll excuse me, please let yourself out.
Allez, on va continuer à l'embêter.
Ah, it's you again. Look, monsieur, I have a wife on the stove and a soup in the other way around. My point is, I'm a busy man.
I just wanted to come clean. It's Olmstein who sent me. I was just testing you before.
Oh, really? I never saw him with anyone else before, let alone sending someone. Allow me to remain suspicious as to your truthfulness. The fact that you know his name does not mean you represent him or are even his friend.
You're being unnecessarily pedantic.
No, I am merely being cautious. Big difference.
I'm here for the thing Mr. Olmstein left behind. I'm sure I can find a way to convince you that I'm his representative.
Fine, I'll play along. Let me think. Something that only he and I would know. Aha! All right. Could you perhaps tell me, Mr.
K-type.
Mr. K-type, do you know what his nickname for me was? That only he and I knew? And if you tell me that, I'm fully convinced he really did send you and hand you the key to Flamel's room.
I don't recall right now. I'm sure it'll come to me.
Why am I not surprised? Anything else, monsieur?
Not for now, I guess.
Adieu.
Merde, bon.
Oh, Serge, we will be so... Now get...
Ok, non. Rien du tout.
No resonance. Oh.
Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you.
Non.
Oh, Serge. Now...
Oui, oui, ça on a vu. Là, il n'y aura rien.
Get nothing here.
A beautiful depiction of Flamel indeed, Mr. Olmstein. Your penthouse quarters are ready. Right this way.
Olmstein, huh? Nice, familiar ring to it.
Là, il n'y aura rien.
This way, this way.
Ah, non.
So good to have you again.
Ben, je ne vois pas. Est-ce que je peux lire le registre maintenant?
That's a lot of book right there. That's the concierge's prerogative.
Non, il n'y a rien.
Oh, what? It's a flyer what bears Flamel's mug. It's also got a writ of his goings and doings. Reading that, though, is a first-class ticket to Knapsville. Population Z's.
Le hameçon, pour l'instant, je peux rien en faire.
That would result in... Picked up this fishing hook.
Alors, blablabla. Mais bien, à chaque fois que je sonne, c'est un peu cruel, mais aussi marrant, ouais. Voyons si je
I don't
peux.
think I'm getting...
Non, je peux pas l'utiliser.
It's probably Latin. That's as good a guess as any.
Hic habitat Flamellus.
That did not help.
Bon, ben je vais essayer...
Oh no, do you not have anything better to do with your time than torture me, Mr. K-type?
May I inquire about a book you have here?
You may. It is our Flamel Memorial Guest Book. I have been keeping it for more than 30 years now.
So it's one of those things you write your impressions in after visiting?
You should be a detective.
How can I give my impression on Flamel if you won't let me visit his rooms?
I don't know. Does this lobby elicit any historical enthusiasm in you?
Alright, I'd like to jot down my impressions of the place.
I'm afraid I can't let you personally do that, but I will be happy to write down whatever it is you wish.
Alright. By the way, what a beautiful quill you've got there.
Actually, it's a fountain pen, made to look like a quill.
Is the feather real?
Quite a real Corvus Corax feather, yes. A fine present from someone very close to my heart. What shall I write?
I, Donald R. Ktype,
Yes?
knowing full well that this will go into recorded history,
Yes?
hereby declare this fine evening
Yes?
that in a state of
On va
solemn
essayer de
fascination.
le caresser dans son poil.
mort?
Oh, I've only just begun. I am a visitor to these strange francophone lands.
Yes?
And as it shall be known forthwith,
In the name of all that is sacred, is there more?
for in these precipitous times, my efforts to abscond the true nature of my incursions into the obscure and forbidden.
Monsieur, you'll have to excuse me. I will be right back. Je viens, je viens.
Not every.
Ouais.
That's the
Ouais, toujours
Oh,
pas.
wow. Getting such a garbled mess. It's indecipherable.
Bon bah vous savez quoi, on va continuer ça dans le prochain épisode. En attendant, eh bien merci d'avoir regardé, j'espère que ça vous a plu. N'hésitez pas à me dire ce que vous en avez pensé dans les commentaires, mettez des pouces en l'air, abonnez-vous pour ne pas rater la suite. Et portez-vous bien, bye.